Well, for UNFPA, we believe that every woman has the right to a safe delivery. Every woman has the right to choose how many, when she's going to have kids, how many kids she's going to have, young people to achieve their potential. And we believe that that should happen everywhere, even in emergencies or in disasters. So we're at the forefront of ensuring that women and girls affected by crises have the protection and the services that they need for their health and dignity. In 2016, we were in over 55 countries. We reached over 1 million people affected by crises around the world, particularly women and girls. We were in over almost 3,500 health facilities in these countries to make sure that women have access to emergency obstetric care. Basically, if you have complications from a pregnancy, you won't die from that pregnancy during labor, that you can get the services that you need. That women and girls who have experienced sexual violence have the health services we need. So we supported over 700 hospitals and clinics around the world with that. We also provided mobile health through mobile clinics. We had over 700 of them last year. So that's how we work at the forefront, really making sure women and girls have the health services that they need. Looking at the panel was maternal and child health during emergencies. And the key message out of the panel really was that humanitarian crises are no longer short-term issues, that they last for a very long time, on average up to 7 years, and that we need to work in such a way that, yes, we save lives, but we also want to ensure quality of those lives. So we need to, so those working on development and those working on humanitarian need to really come together so that we save lives and we ensure quality of life. And one key message from the panel was engaging the community, the people affected, in the services that we plan to provide for them. What is key is we need to change the way in which we work. Right now we use the term silos. It's very fragmented, and there has been a lot of progress made in having better coordination in the way we work, but ultimately we need to, as we say, break down the final silos that still exist. We need to plan together, and for those who provide the funding, we need to make sure that the funding comes together, that we don't have fragmented funding. So typically you have funding maybe for 1 year, and then maybe you have funding, a different part of funding for 5 years. But we want all the different parts of funding to come together. We want the planning to come together, so that we're looking at the whole term in terms of the emergency and after the emergency. We now talk about mobile health and doctors who are not physically there. And this is really important because many times in crises you have issues of access. You're not able to actually physically get to where the people need these services. But with mobile health and technology, we're able to do that. With the technology advancements around communications and what we can do with smartphones, so we can, we have many examples where with mobile phones, we can, women who have complications and urgently need to get to a health facility, with mobile technology, we're able to facilitate that. And what is really exciting now is being able to deliver emergency medicines and commodities with drones. So there's so much happening in the world of technology and how this is advancing the work that we do. So I think this is probably the third time that I've been at the summit. I'm really impressed by the level of participation, the great engagement, but I think the most important thing is that it's always on cutting edge issues and really what it is in this community of work that we are struggling with, and really putting minds together on how we're going to come up with solutions. And then of course always the opportunity to network, because it's such a broad range of actors who are all involved who come here. So I had my presentation, my panel, but immediately after was somebody speaking on innovation from a private sector perspective. So it's really going to require all of us from the different sectors in which we work coming together, and this summit has been really great at facilitating the discussion that we need.